Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase host Bradley Walsh left his co-star Anne Hegerty, also known as the Governess, in hysterics as he made a cheeky swipe during the latest episode of the ITV quiz show. Anne Hegerty, known as the Governess on ITV's The Chase, was briefly left speechless following a playful joke by host Bradley Walsh on the show this week. The 64-year-old presenter was leading the charge when his comment caught Anne off guard, struggling to keep it together. 4 new contestants, Claire from York, Patty from Manchester, Rich from Peterborough, and Alice from the Vale of Glamorgan, stepped up to test their knowledge against the chaser, reports The Express. During the episode, as the first contestant faced Anne, the set turned into a hubbub when Bradley posed the question, who is traditionally thought to have smuggled the Stuart Sapphire when he fled England in December 1688? Given the choices of Henry Morgan, Colonel Thomas Blood, or James Dew, Anne chose James Dew. Sharing her reasoning, Anne disclosed, "I didn't actually know about Stuart's sapphire. I know that he took within his Great Seal, without which laws couldn't be passed, and threw it into the Thames." To which Bradley retorted with a jest, "Well, luckily seals can swim." This prompted Anne to burst into laughter, pointing at Bradley but saying nothing further. Bradley teased, "So jammy," and then imitated a seal, complete with arm flapping mimicking swimming strokes. Anne laughed once more before she finally found her words. She said, "I've just got this image of him taking this seal around with him everywhere." Article continues below. The Governess pursed her lips and tried to keep her laughter in, playing up to the serious role she takes on as quizmaster, as Bradley did one more seal impression. She corrected him while giggling, saying, "That's sea lions, by the way, not seals." Anne burst into laughter again before finally managing to speak. "I've just got this image of him taking this seal around with him everywhere," she said, amused. Join the Daily Record's WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages. While Bradley is known for his fun-loving personality on screen, he privately deals with a painful condition off-screen. The TV star has bravely spoken about his struggle with blepharitis, an eye condition that causes swelling and redness, during a past appearance on This Morning. His puffy appearance has often sparked concern among viewers, but he explained to Ruth Langsford and Eamon Holmes, "People don't realize I have seriously bad blepharitis. I have to take 1 pill a day for it, or I really struggle." Bradley also revealed that surgery would eventually be necessary to treat the condition, admitting, "I am going to need my eyes operated on at some point to sort it out." Get the latest celebrity gossip and telly news sent straight to your inbox. Sign up to our daily showbiz newsletter here. In the heart of an old cobbled village, nestled between ivy-covered rooftops and flickering lanterns, lived a peculiar clockmaker named Elier. He was a quiet man with silver-threaded hair, spectacles perched always on the tip of his nose, and a curious knack for crafting clocks that didn't just keep time, they told stories. His little shop, Moments and Mechanisms, was filled with ticking wonders, cuckoo clocks that sang lullabies, pocket watches that whispered old sailor songs, and towering grandfather clocks that mimicked the sound of gentle rain. But there was one clock Elier never sold. It sat in a glass case behind the counter, wound tightly and polished to a shine. The brass hands glided backward, not forward. Above its face, etched in tiny cursive, were the words, "For one last moment." No one dared ask. The villagers respected Elier's silence, for everyone had lost something, a loved one, a dream, a time they wished they could relive. Then came Anna. She was a violinist from the city, her music echoing down the lanes like wind chimes caught in a breeze. She entered the shop one drizzling afternoon, her eyes instantly catching the strange backward clock. "Why does it move in reverse?" she asked. Elier paused. "Because some moments deserve to be lived again." Anna's fingers tightened on her violin case. "Could I buy it?" "It isn't for sale," he replied. Days passed. Anna visited often, sometimes with questions, sometimes with silence, always drawn to the clock. She told Elier about her brother, lost in a fire 2 winters ago, and how their last moment together was an argument. One morning, she arrived to find the glass case open. Elier stood beside it, holding the clock gently. 1 use only, 1 hour, no changes, just the chance to see. Her hands trembled as she accepted it. That night, as the clock struck 12, the world shimmered. She stood in her old home, warmth and laughter filling the air. Her brother sat by the fire, tuning her violin, grinning at her in that teasing way. For an hour, she said everything she'd never said. They laughed, they cried, and when the clock's hands reached midnight again, she hugged him tighter than she ever had. And then, he was gone. She awoke in her rented room, the clock now still. A note lay beside it. The moment was yours. Let time move forward now. Alier. She ran to the shop. It was empty, the sign gone. Only a gear, still warm to the touch, lay on the doorstep. From that day on, Anna's music changed. It carried something that made people stop, close their eyes, and remember their most precious hour. And somewhere, in the sound of each note, was a whisper of thanks to the clockmaker who gave her back one last moment.